Alright, for this one you're going to be creating a pencil using the Shape Builder tool, Pathfinder. Pretty easy. First thing I want to do is I want to start with a basic shape, which is just a rectangle. Something like that. And I'm just going to start with black to begin with. Okay. So with this shape, I want to go ahead and add, actually I'm going to click and drag holding Shift and Alt so I have another of the same shape to the right. Okay, we're going to use that later. So I'm going to use the star tool to create a triangle. So create that triangle using the selection tool. I'm going to move it over to the center, something like that. Alright, and I'm going to use Alt to bring it down. Now you notice it's not perfect yet, so I'm going to keep going until I can get the triangle perfectly centered with the rectangle below. Alright, that looks pretty good. I don't want the pencil to be that sharp, so I'm just going to bring it down a little bit. So there it is. Okay. And I'm going to use the Shape Builder tool. So I'm just going to select these two shapes. Come over here and use the Shape Builder tool. So it's now one shape. Alright. So this will be the inside part of the pencil that we see over here. So I'm going to give it a color that would look like the inside of a pencil. Let's do something like that. Alright. Okay. So we're going to make this the yellow part of the pencil here, and we still have to work on this part and this part. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to bring this back in front, object arrange, bring to front. Alright, so there it is. Next, let's start with the ellipse tool. Come to the top of the triangle, and I'm going to use Alt and Shift to draw a circle, make that circle black. Okay. And I'm going to select this layer and this layer of shapes. I'm going to use the Shape Builder tool, holding down Alt. I'm going to get rid of that part of the shape. Okay. Next thing I'm going to do, let's create this part. This part's easy. Using the rounded rectangle tool, I find the middle, and I can change the color. Alright. And using Shift and Alt, I can just change. Let's make these a little smaller. We'll zoom in. Probably should be a little bit bigger. A little bit more. Okay. Using the Shape Builder tool, I'm going to select all four of these. Oops. Shape Builder tool. Just click and drag, and it all becomes one. Alright. Let's go ahead and make the eraser. I'm going to use the same rounded rectangle tool. I might come up in here. I'm going to try to get the same width as the pencil, and maybe I'll extend it. Make it red. All object arrange. Whoops. Let's bring it somewhere around here. Go object arrange, send to back. And then Using the direct selection tool, I can edit this shape just by clicking here. Oops. Actually, let's switch that up. Let's use the selection tool, and I can kind of just level off that eraser, something like that. It's starting to come along. So now we need to do this part where it's cut. Okay, very easy to do. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click Shift and Alt, and I'm going to drag this shape over. I'll do it one more time over here. Right. And I'm going to actually change this color. Let's just change it to black. And I'm going to find the black should be in the center of this yellow. Now what we'll do is use the Shape Builder tool. With both of these selected, I'm going to use the Shape Builder tool, and I'm going to minus this. Right. Okay, so now it leaves me with half of the shape of the yellow. Alright. So now what I'm going to do is change this color to a different value, something like that. Okay. Using the circle tool, I'll find the middle. Right. And let's give it the color black. And then I'm going to click and drag holding Shift and Alt. I'm going to drag it there. I'm going to do it again. And do it there. Okay, so now we're going to trim our pencil down. So I'm going to click all the circles and the yellow. Using the Shape Builder tool, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to start minusing what I don't need. So now you might notice that we need to bring this up, which is easy to do. So I select and then I scale it so that it comes up. We actually didn't need this rectangle, so I'm going to delete that. There is my pencil. I want to make sure it fits on my artboard. Shift and Alt to scale it down. Alright. Very easy. Again, it doesn't have to look exactly like what I created over here, but it's very similar. And I'm going to give it a background color. And again, I'll give you a color to put in the background. Object Arrange, Send to Back. And let's change the color to purple. There is my pencil.